play Harry Potter.
Hey guys, welcome to another We Play Harry Potter Extra. Welcome back to the Enemy's Guide of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on PS1. And this time we have the Green Beans section, which is the dungeons. As you can see, we've just been led into a trap. And we've got to do something for Snape, so we've got to go the long way round. Snape is not going to be too pleased. But we don't care about him at this point. Now, there's several enemies. There's actually not as many as I thought, but there is more than last time, I think. Our first enemies are down here, which are these small trolls, non-internet trolls. They just walk around in circles, and then when they stand on the drain, they look around for a minute. And you can only defeat them when they're standing on the drain. We're going to get a closer view of them, just to show off their attack and stuff. If you go near them, they chase after you and they start attacking you with their club, like that. You can't cast a spell on these. Instead, you use the puffer pods, which are these things around. So you get them on the drain, and when they are standing on the drain, you throw the puffer pod, and that defeats them. And you get 5 points and a green bean. And there's another one over here, so we'll do the same for him. So we get our first 10 house points and our first 2 green beans. And it also unlocks the door. The next enemy is when you rescue Raymond's kitten. It's these giant rats. Now these appear at random, so you don't know how many there will be. You get a different thing in each box every time. They do attack you. They're not like the rats we saw in the yellow bean section. These are bigger. These take 2 or 3 hits with a normal flipendo, or you can use a charge flipendo, and they turn into a green bean. And if you saw that, if the kitten is there, it kind of fights against the rats, so it's like a bodyguard. But you can't cast a spell when the kitten is there, because it won't work. Our next enemy is in here, which you cannot defeat. It's a sleeping troll. Now the objective is just to get the key and get out. You use Wingardium Leviosa to levitate the basket onto the hay. Now if the basket lands anywhere other than the hay, the troll will wake up. Now what I found weird is you pull this lever, yet it makes a really loud bang, but it does not wake the troll. I don't know why that is. So we're now going to get the key and get out. We're not. I'm going to fail on purpose. If the basket doesn't land on the hay, it wakes the troll up. If you get too close to the troll, it wakes the troll up. And if you use a flipendo in the room, that wakes the troll up as well. So here's the key. And there's also some green beans around. Let's have a look at the troll. Sleeps like a baby, doesn't he? It's a bit of a heavy sleeper though. So we're just going to get these green beans. We're going to show the troll in action. Flipendo! And he's up. If he hits you, it will knock you out and you lose the key, so you have to go back in for the key. There's also 2 small trolls in the room above, but I'll leave that as we've already faced them. Now these 4 curses, they can hurt you. These are the boss of this section. There's 1 red, 1 blue, 1 green, 1 yellow. And these are the suits of armour. Much improved than the ones with axes in the yellow bean section, because these can actually be defeated. You can only attack them when they're moving. They take 2 charged flipendos to defeat. And now I'm going to show you the curses. These are pretty simple. You just use a charged flipendo on them and they're down. and there's 4 of them left to find. I was actually going to show the locations of these, but I decided not to, because this is just for mainly just for the enemy's guide. Sorry. And here's the green one. And on the way towards the yellow curse, you meet these other enemies that cannot be defeated, which are fire turtles. If they're lined up with each other, that happens. So try not to slide past them when they're doing that, because obviously you will get burnt. Thank you, Captain Obvious. So we're going to go through this door, where there's going to be more fire turtles, and eventually we're going to get to the 4th and final curse. There it is. Fail. And that's the 4th and final curse down. That's all the curses gone, and we can safely get out of the dungeons. So that's the end of the green bean section. Next week will be the red bean section. That might be split into 2. One for Upper Castle and one for the Forbidden Forest. So, yeah. That'll be either 2 parts or just the one. So I shall see you in 2 weeks' time. Next week will be the We Play Harry Potter News 36. And I shall see you for that as well. Goodbye.